Connections. I'm Marnu, your host, the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, and glad you're joining us today. Just a question out there. Am I the only one whose eyes are watering every day? I mean, it's crazy. I just feel like I'm weeping all the time. I'm not like filled with tears. It's just, I don't know, allergies or whatever. It seems like this time of year it always impacts me. And then, especially when you wear a contact and then you start like really getting it wobbly in your eye, it's kind of crazy. Jeremiah, do you have weepy eyes?
I do not have that problem.
You do not have weepy eyes?
But I know people who do.
Okay, well, I'm one of those people you do know that do. Well, I'm glad you're joining us today, my first guest. So Jeremiah King, who's the commander of the Central Arizona Honor Guard, along with Darlene Packard, who is volunteer extraordinaire. But we're talking about the Healing Fields of Northern Arizona here in Prescott Valley, and Patriot Week ceremonies coming up again September 6th through the 13th. Right. So I'm going to throw it over to one of you guys to lead it off, and probably Jeremiah, because you have the big event, the run.
That's right. So, well, let's talk about the setup and the takedown. We got to set stuff up, right?
Oh, we go to Darlene, right? Are you setting up too?
Yeah.
There you go. We're all out there.
So the flags go up on September 6th, and we're, local community citizens from Prescott Valley are welcome to come out. In fact, encouraged to come out with their families and help set up at 7 o'clock. On the 6th, we'll set the flags up, and then on the 13th, everything Darlene likes to say, what goes up must come down. And so on the 13th, it's the same thing. Bring your families out at 7 o'clock on September 13th. That's Friday, September 13th, and help us take the flags down.
I don't have to throw in a comment here, which I do, but every year when I watch the flags go up, and I hear you call for volunteers, and everybody looks to, unless we start at 7 o'clock. But you think I'm going to have my second cup of coffee, I'm going to roll in there about 9 o'clock. It's probably going to be too late.
It will be too late.
Because your volunteers get in there and get those flags up, get those flags marked, and that field ready in the shortest amount of time I've ever seen.
Yep, 3,000 flags go up very fast. It's a well-oiled
Almost
machine.
within an hour and a half.
Yes.
Truly.
Yeah.
It's so quickly.
We get better at it every year, too.
Oh, absolutely. So if you're looking to help, please, 7 o'clock, you really do need to be there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We have a good infrastructure, which starts the day before with the town. They mark the field, and then at 600, which we don't want any volunteers at 600, but at 600 we have firefighters and police and town personnel that they start the process.
Oh, okay, and then the volunteers come in at 7 and then continue on.
That's right.
3,000 flags.
We get the infrastructure put in so that the community can come in and just finish it up for us.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So, and then the flags are left up all week until the 13th and can be viewed 24 hours a day.
That's right. That's right. And that's not the only thing we need volunteers for. I mean, folks can come out and help at the table throughout the week.
We have an info table that 10 in the morning until 7 at night, and they help people locate loved ones or friends or just locate a particular flag.
Mm-hmm.
So you can sign up to help at the table. And then on the 7th, I get to talk about the run. So the Patriot Run is a 10K, 5K, 1 mile run. The event starts at 7 o'clock. The 10K starts at 7 o'clock, but we'll do check-in and registration, walk-up registration at 6 a.m. 10K starts at 7. The 5K will step off at 7:15, and then we'll do an awards ceremony, some thank yous, and then at 9:30 we'll do the opening of the field, the blessing of the field, which is an opening ceremony for the Healing Fields, and that's a half-hour ceremony, and then we do a 1 mile run for families, for kids. Anybody can participate in it, of course, but there is during that whole time, there is an obstacle course for kids set up. We have fire trucks out there. We're going to have helicopters out there for them to look at. And so it's just a good family event as well. So on Saturday, September 7th, bring your family out. If you're a runner, come out and check in and register. You can register online at www.patriotrunpv.com. Go there, click on it. And click on register to register, but you can also learn about what it's for. And it's a fundraising effort for the Central Arizona Honor Guard. And the Central Arizona Honor Guard will present colors along with our band, our pipes and drums band, during the ceremony at 9:30. But it has, on that website, it has a lot of stuff that's about us, about the Honor Guard. So
Right.
so the website tells you about who we are.
Question, because the way you were giving me the schedule of how the events will be laid out in the morning, the 1 mile is after the blessing of the fields?
Correct.
Okay, so that's approximately
10:30.
10:30,
Yeah, we'll
okay.
start sign up for that.
Some of us plan on walking.
Yes.
And so therefore, I want to make sure
Yes.
that I do not want to miss the blessing
Yeah.
of the fields, but I also do want to walk.
We have a nice 1 mile course that's set up around the Civic Center, so you don't have to cross any roads with your kids or anything like that.
Or your dogs.
Or your dogs. That's right.
Yes, my little Patriot puppy will be there.
Good.
So, okay, that's Saturday.
That's
And again,
Saturday.
okay, so now what? Darlene, I'm going to let you go on to the rest of the
All
schedule
right,
events.
Saturday night at 6 o'clock, we have a patriotic concert by the Humboldt Unified School District Children's Choir. And that is a lot of fun, and bring your families out. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday, okay, so the next one is Tuesday at 6 o'clock. We have another patriotic concert by the Yavapai Brass Choir.
From Yavapai College?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you for helping me with that. And so they'll be putting on maybe an hour, 2-hour program, and that's free.
Okay.
Wednesday. Now, you're headed away with Weepy Eyes on Wednesday. Because that is our memorial ceremony to the 9/11 victims. Starts at 6. We have the Honor Guard. We have a very special speaker. It's very traditional.
We've been doing that quite a few years now, having the Patriot Day ceremony and honoring the victims of 9/11. And one of the things I'm so proud about Prescott Valley is continuing this tradition in the healing fields of northern Arizona here. That is only one of 2 in the state. The other healing fields you can see are down in Tempe. So again, kudos to the town of Prescott Valley and everybody who worked so hard to put this on. It's truly a way that we remember and support our country. And I think it's wonderful.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
where can they find more
Absolutely.
information on all of these? The whole schedule of events that Darlene just gave you is in a wonderful brochure you can pick up at the Chamber of Commerce, or you can go online.
To the town website. They have it there. There is a Facebook page, Prescott Valley Healing Fields of Northern Arizona. There is a Patriot Run Facebook page. We have PV Patriot Week Facebook page.
So information is everywhere. Again, if you want to assist putting up the flags, again, that's Friday, September the 6th, starting at 7 a.m. So don't be late. The Prescott Valley Civic Center Patriot Week ceremonies. Thank you, Jeremiah and Darlene, for joining us here on Community Connections. We'll be right back.
I tried Oxy at a couple of parties. I thought I had it under control. I didn't know it'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And welcome back to Community Connections. It's my pleasure to introduce one of our newest friends from Yavapai College. That's Joshua. And I happen to say that with very much endearment because I have a son named Joshua. So
How awesome.
good for you. Joshua Harper is the new choral. We'll get that right. Choral professor at Yavapai College. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good. So how long have you been with us at Yavapai College?
This is my first year at Yavapai. I just moved here from Bloomington, Indiana, and
Whoa,
I'm really
okay.
excited to be here and be a part of the Prescott and Prescott Valley community.
Okay, so before we talk about what's coming up at Yavapai College and what you'll be doing, let's talk a little bit about, you came from Bloomington, a little bit of your background.
Yeah, so I was at the Jacob School of Music at Indiana University and working on my Doctorate of Music there. And so spent time working with the opera productions, with the choruses, and the all-campus choir, which is just choruses for anyone who wants to sing. So loved being there, but I'm from Alabama originally. Grew up there and did my undergrad in Nashville, Tennessee. So it's nice to have some South and some Midwest, and now finally out here in the West.
Out here in the West.
Yes.
So how are you finding Yavapai College? You got to say good stuff about them because we always do. We love them.
Well, hey, yeah, I decided to come here because I really loved when I was checking the place out and being there. Everyone is just nice, and the arts are vibrant. The arts are alive there. There's so much going on. It's almost impossible to keep up and to remember all the great artists that come through the Performing Arts Center. So it's
We're
just
so blessed.
been-
We are really, and fortunate to have such talent in the
Yeah.
whole community.
Right, because it's not even just the artists that come through the Performing Arts Center, but it's the performances and the students that we have at the college. I mean, and the numbers are just growing. We have 4 choral ensembles this semester, and then we've got Phantom of the Opera coming up as well, which is going to be really exciting.
Well, so let's
And-
talk about your role in that.
Yeah, so I have the privilege, really, to prepare the chorus, which, if you know anything about Phantom of the Opera, it's a huge show, huge numbers, the big masquerade scene in Act 2, and so I'm just working with the entire cast, putting the large choral numbers together, working alongside Craig Ralston, who's directing the show, music directing, and we've only been in rehearsals for a couple of weeks so far, but I'll tell you, they are sounding phenomenal.
Amazing.
And it's really exciting each time we get together. So that's coming up in November, 8 performances, and you can find all that out at the ycpac.org.
Yes. Now, back to that. So part of the ensemble, the chorus ensemble, is made up of students
Yes,
that are enrolled
absolutely.
in the college. So do you use, is that during the class time that you're actually rehearsing and getting ready for those musical numbers?
So for the
Use that.
musical, the way that we structure the schedule, because there are a lot of students involved from
Right.
the college, absolutely, and then some community members who have enrolled at the college as well. So we mainly work on Thursday and Friday evenings, and then almost all day Saturday, because it's really the only time we can bring everybody together.
Oh, wow.
That
Okay.
being said, I conducted chamber singers as well. This is a group of more traditional 18 to 24-year-old students. We meet, Mondays and Wednesdays, 9:30 to 10:45. Curricular ensemble, and that's just really exciting to get to work with them and to kind of shape where we're headed with the choral program in the coming years.
And what do you see is coming forward with the choral program? What's your vision?
For me, it's all about community. One reason that I love choral music and I got into choral music is it is a small community within itself, and then it's a community within the community. And so my plan for not only chamber singers, but also we have a community chorus. It's the Yavapai Community Chorale, and it's a group of people who come together once a week at night because they love to sing. And so we've got this amazing group of people and all these different ensembles, and I just want us to get out into this community because this community already has just astounded me with its love for the arts. There's so many opportunities. I can't wait for Acker Night already. But, I want to get us outside of just Prescott. I want to get us into the entire area and to share this music because we love it. We love performing. We love singing. But, finding ways to just get out into the community and to bring that beauty, to bring that inspiration to as many people as we can. That's really my goal for being here and for where I see the program going towards.
Well, let's say there's folks out there that have moved here or, have, let's say, finished their degrees and maybe they've worked, maybe they're retired, but they're interested in continuing their choral work or their choral education. Can they enroll in Yavapai College and be a part of some of those groups?
Absolutely. I mean, we have the community chorale, which you just spoke about, which is Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 8:30, and that's just everybody from all over.
Do you sing
and that's
in that?
fun. Oh, I conduct it. I conduct it.
okay.
And I sing along too because we have a great time. So we've got that. But then if you're looking for something a little more challenging or you want to do something a little more in depth, we have the Master Chorale, which meets on Monday nights. This group does all big major works from Haydn to Mozart to Fauré. We perform with full orchestra, and it's a talented group. So if you're looking for something a little bit more rather than just show up and sing for fun, you're welcome to join join the Master Chorale. They're 1 credit hour courses. They're easy to enroll in, and we're welcoming everybody. If you want to sing, there's a choir for you at Yavapai, and I'm happy to help anybody out who's interested in joining, because I just think singing's good for everyone, no matter what your talent, no matter how long it's been since you've sung, or if you just sing in the shower. You know, there's a spot for you at Yavapai.
I always think about that. Maybe, I sang in high school and think, oh, maybe that's something I want to give another try.
Yeah.
As if I don't do enough things already.
You wouldn't be
It's like-
alone. You really wouldn't. There's a lot of people in your shoes, and that for me is one of the greatest joys, is to help people rediscover that love of singing, you know? So come on.
Do it. It's open, and Josh says it's okay. So in addition to Phantom of the Opera, do you have any other programs you've got coming up?
Yes.
Performances?
Yeah, so October 20th is Tapestry of Song. It's going to feature the Master Chorale. We're doing one of Haydn's late masses with orchestra. The chamber singers will be singing as well, which I'll be conducting, and then the Yavapai Women's Chorale, conducted by Arlene Hardy, also on that performance. And so that's just going to be a great afternoon of song, Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Then we'll have Phantom of the Opera, and the big one that I want everyone to get really excited about is Let the Season Begin, which is the big Christmas performance we put on every other year. It's on December 7th, and we're featuring all of the choirs, full orchestra, some of the band players, and then we're bringing in a soloist from New York City, a tenor, who you're just going to love him. He sounds amazing, and it's going to be a great way to kick the holiday season off.
Love live music for the holidays.
You've got Acker Night the following weekend. It's just going to be a great December here in the community. So put those 3 dates on your calendar and come see what we've got
Okay,
going
let's
on.
go over them again. It's October
20th.
20th.
Tapestry of Song. Then 8 performances in November for Phantom of the Opera. And those tickets are selling.
Yes,
they
they
really are. They're going fast. So get your tickets. And then December 7th, Let the Season Begin. It's just going to be a great fall of performances.
And way to kick off the holiday season,
Absolutely.
which I love. Live holiday performances, Christmas performances, music. I did a lot of it when I was in school. We always had the big Christmas, program.
Yeah.
And you sang into the holidays.
It's tradition,
And so
yeah.
it's tradition, and I've continued that throughout my life, whether it's live theater or live music performances or bands. It's really great to bring that in and make that a family event.
Absolutely.
So good for you, and welcome. We're so glad
Thank
to
you.
have you.
It's great to be here.
Want to bring you back anytime you got anything going on. You just
Cool.
let us know.
Yeah, I'll be in
Okay.
touch.
Joshua Harper, brand new Yavapai College choral professor. Welcome, and glad you're a part of our family
Thanks
here.
so much.
All right, Community Connections, and we'll be right back.
Dad,
Just 1 minute, okay?
hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And welcome back to Community Connections. We have so much fun around here in the studio. Mark's just getting on me. Welcome. Right now, my next guest is Leslie Jenkins. She is the Northern Arizona Regional Chair for the Alzheimer's Association, joined by Alan Winkham, who is the event chair for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And hi, guys.
Hi.
And we have a beautiful centerpiece right here that I hope most of you can see that. I will let you explain what this is all about.
So the flowers, which are little windmills, represent, the different colors represent a person's place or stage in Alzheimer's. So the purple represents someone who has lost their life to Alzheimer's. The orange is someone who may not have a family member or may not have a direct impact, but they do understand and support the disease or those who are embattled with the disease. The yellow is someone who is either supporting or caring for someone with Alzheimer's. The blue is actually someone who is living with Alzheimer's. And the white, which is our premier flower, we just introduced last year as part of the walk, is for hope. And so this is for that first survivor of Alzheimer's. So we as an association, as part of our work is in research and trying to find that cure, that we want to have hope. And so at the walk, those who sign up and participate, they are able to pick any one of those colors that represents where they are within the stages of Alzheimer's. But then we only have one person that holds the white flower, and that would be a young child, because we believe that at this point it will probably be during the time of a young person that that the cure will be found. So it's very exciting, and with this, it makes up what's called the Promise Garden. So when you come on the day of the walk, September 14th, you are able to pick your flower. Many people write on their flowers in memory of, in honor of, or just something that's personal to them. And then they're able to put it in what we call our garden, and there will just be a sea of varying colors that helps people to see and know that they're not alone, because so many people see Alzheimer's as a real isolating type of disease. And so this walk, not only does it help raise funds, but it also helps to build solidarity, partnership, camaraderie, as well as awareness.
And I think we know about Alzheimer's, but truly, as many things that have impacted my life at this time, Alzheimer's has not been one of them.
Or even in my
which
case.
is industry so interesting. So I would pick
Orange. Yeah.
to support an awareness and believe that we need to continue to research, raise money
And
to
do
find
the
a
work.
cure.
Yes, and that's the same for me. So what I say to people is, I don't know that any of my family, however, because this is becoming more of a vocal disease, there may have been people in my family years ago that were never formally diagnosed.
They would know.
Because you have that, oh, she's senile, oh, she's a little.
That's true.
But really, they very likely had Alzheimer's, but we didn't know. And I know Alan, just in his work, probably comes in contact with those caregivers.
So tell us, Alan, how did you get involved?
So I got involved, well, first of all, it's a passion for caring for people, but also I've had family members, close family members that have been diagnosed and had Alzheimer's, so I'll be carrying the yellow flower.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a very rewarding experience with working with Leslie this year, and the last 2 years I've also been involved. This is my first year as the chair of the walk, though.
And then is Synergy Home Care a part of supporting the Walk to End Alzheimer's?
We are.
In addition to you?
Correct. We're a sponsor as well.
Okay.
Yes, we have him as a sponsor as well as our event chair, and they have a team.
That's a trifecta.
Yes.
Right. Right there.
Yeah, and then I don't know, is it a quadfecta or what? Because he's also volunteering the day of. So there are many different ways that you can connect to us within the walk, and so he represents, I think, pretty much all of them.
So really the easiest way to do that, Leslie, I think, is to go to PrescottAlzheimersWalk.org, and there you can register for the walk, either as a team or an individual, or you can join a team. You can also volunteer there, and you can also just donate there as well. So
Absolutely. Tell us about the walk. How long is it, and where do you hold it? And
it's in downtown Prescott. Courthouse Plaza is where it kicks off. It's about 3 miles, just shy of about a 5K, but people kind of make it their own. So some people just walk around the courthouse, and that's all they want to do. Some actually follow the route that takes you through downtown. So it's really to their level of comfort. It's a laid-back type of event in that people make it their own.
So it's a walk.
It's truly a walk. It's not a 5K run. It's not a bike event. You can actually bring your pets. We have a pet zone. So it's very much intended to be family oriented. And again, it's bringing those who are impacted by the disease, their families, their loved ones together, and just to see the level of support. We've set a goal for 600 participants. And that's, those who are actively fundraising. If they're not fundraising, they can still join and just walk. We just want to show Northern Arizona being well represented in supporting the cause.
So it's somebody that's walking can get pledges, go out and fundraise on their own, and then make that contribution.
Exactly.
Or
So-
they can just make an independent contribution.
Yeah, what I tell people is if they do $100, then they're able to get a walk T-shirt. So at a minimum, if you donate yourself or raise $100, and you can do that very easy, just by the way that the walk is set up, because things are online, you're able to create your own walk page, so you can do a Facebook fundraiser. So you're able to connect with people that are outside of your immediate circle to make that donation. So it's very, very easy.
And
to
then
get
the
that.
funds that are raised through this event go to?
They help to support not only research, but the care and support that we provide in our region, particularly our 1-800 number. So we do have a 24/7 helpline that someone can contact after our working hours if they are in crisis or if they have a question. So we have people that are manning a call center 24/7, that if you're calling with a question or a concern at 7 o'clock at night, at 2 o'clock in the morning, there is a master level clinician or social worker who is answering that phone and is helping to mediate your immediate concern and need, and then we'll be putting you in touch with the office that's closest to where you live in your community to be able to give additional support.
Well, it says that, you say I've never been affected by it, you never know when it will be, when you might be. So walked-in Alzheimer's, again, Saturday, September the 14th. Register again, the website?
It's PrescottAlzheimersWalk.org.
So Alan and Leslie, thank you for joining us, and I will see you on the 14th because I'm going to walk. Thank you all for joining us, Community Connections. Have a great 2 weeks.